Dear Kingpins community and dear friends from the denim industry, I will demonstrate within 5 minutes that blockchain isn't that complicated. Let's get started. Now let's see how relevant blockchain is for a company in our daily traceability activities, supply chain mapping, and so on. Why blockchain makes sense for traceability? In fact, a traceable product is a product for which we have a reliable track record of its supply chain. It's as simple as that. Our blockchain is called KSI in partnership with SIGPA Guardtime. It's privately managed, but with a public component. It's reliable, it's used by governmental administration, it's scalable up to an exabyte of data per second, and everything is about trust. We need to trust the process. For that, we need signed workflows, we need to trust the content, signed supply chain, and we need to trust the certificate, the labels, and so. So in case of, through signed documents, everyone will know who made a fake. And finally, signed handshakes. It's about trust others in the supply chain and, utmost important, real-time or asynchronous. So it's important. We have to buy time, gain time. It's all about productivity. So I hope you had some information about why we use blockchain. It's not so complicated. Now let me show you a 2-minute video from Professor Robert Henfield from Poole College about how blockchain technology could reshape supply chain management.
Blockchains are basically a shared, what's called distributed ledger, a digital record of events that occur in any supply chain. And the nice thing about them is that they're immutable. They can't be changed. A blockchain is not a standalone solution, but can actually open much more as a open utility, something like the internet. And combined with smart contracts that are embedded in transaction databases, they have the potential to monitor transaction execution, monitor a lot of what happened in the supply chain, and avoid a lot of the typical disputes that occur around invoices, quantity discounts, rebates, the kinds of stuff that happens in a lot of the financial transactions in supply chains. It could really take us to another place where the dispute resolution would become much easier. It would become these disputes around contracts and invoices would disappear. It would also facilitate a lot of the international and global transactions that take place and provide a single distributed database that everyone could refer to that ultimately would be a source of truth. It could also address some of the risks we see in the supply chain today, like counterfeiting. Counterfeiting is a $1 trillion industry today, and blockchain could help fight counterfeiting by identifying the source of a transaction and being able to follow those transactions back to the point of origin, which is very difficult today in most supply chains. It's difficult to really figure out where your stuff came from. On the other hand, these blockchains can't be hacked. Security is still an issue. In fact, one of the big supply chain blockchains, Ethereum, has been hacked and millions of dollars were lost. So there's no guarantees. It's not perfect, but it's certainly an exciting time to be thinking about where blockchain is headed and where it can take us in the future.
Well, I hope you appreciated Professor Henfield's very clear demonstration. And to wrap up, 2 points. The first one, whatever information is given between stakeholders of the supply chain, the workflow is accelerated. And the second point, maybe more relevant is that any information injected in the blockchain technology is engraved, meaning should it be correct information or could be wrong information, we can immediately identify the data provider. That's all. Enjoy Kingpins 24, and it goes on.